Welcome back to HPL. I'm Tanner Grayson, joined by Nathan. That's Admirable Zamora. And you know what? We just saw Jab take a 2-1 lead here in this match. He's at match point.
Yeah, I missed the point of damage growing on the Shade
for
the previous turn. He did not, and that's what allowed him to calculate it perfectly and get that extra win here. But now, Jab, I mean, taking full advantage of the fact that Neirea is trying to play these combo decks and come correct with these mid-range threats that are going to apply a lot of pressure to him. His opening hand, looked kind of shaky. He had 2 copies of Savage Roar and Force Nature and Innervates, no action, but he drew into it with that Harrison Jones. Guys, game 4 is getting underway right now. Neirea versus Jab.
Yeah, Neirea needs 2 in a row. He's going to play a Warlock deck, and Jab moving in with Hunter.
Yeah, well, we've seen him do this
moving in for the kill.
Right at the spots where his opponent has a lot of pressure on him. We've seen him play this deck to try to close out these series. It's something he's very comfortable with, and it can apply a lot of pressure if you have the right cards.
I'm glad you said that. He is super comfortable with this deck. This is what got him to his #1 finish on NA last month in ranked play, and you're going to see something like that a lot in these situations from players.
Yeah, both of these guys have pretty good opening hands, too. I mean, this is Void Walker Flame Imp from Neirea and Mad Scientist into Eagle Horn Bow or Animal Companion for Jab. I mean, the fact that he's got the Turn 1 Web Spinner and he's also got the action to follow it up to figure out which line of play is going to be best for him. Both of these guys have a ton of options, and this game is going to be a slugfest.
Yeah, this game's going to be a slugfest, just like almost every game has been here on HPL tonight. This tonight has been so good. Just this whole week and last week have just been, all this play has been elevated from these players, and these games have just been great.
You know, there also is a potential here that he plays a Knife Juggler, because when Jab plays the Turn 1 Web Spinner, I don't think he's necessarily fearing something like Glaive Zuka from this deck. So the fact that he's got this pressure out right now, he could get some good juggles here and really take advantage of this game.
He gets to play 2 minions, so he gets 2 full juggles here. If one of these picks off this Web Spinner, it's pretty good for Neirea.
Yeah, gonna be Flame It first. Has to take 3 points of damage from that, though. And picks off the Web Spinner.
For him.
King Crush for Jab. If Jab wins this game, if Jab wins this game from King Crush, I don't even know. He actually gets to juggle on the Mad Scientist too here. That was really important as well. But he's going to stifle this early pressure here. Only has to take 1 point of damage to attack the Void Walker, and then Mad Scientist clears the Knife Juggler. Now he's got a trap.
Yeah, just great turn, great sequencing from Jab. Great tempo gain from him here, just reinitiating in this game. And you see no attack from Neirea.
Yeah, really mindful of the fact that he doesn't want to trigger traps and give Jab extra leverage with that Eagle Horn Bow to keep taking out threats. So smart on him, I think, to do that. He's going to be looking for an Implosion turn to really get things rolling.
Yeah, he's going to have a great turn of Implosion depending on what Jab plays this turn. If he does an Animal Companion, there's a couple, ones that Implosion can take care of very easily.
Yeah, I mean, if this is something like Freezing Trap, though, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jab launch that quick shot into the Flame Imp to make sure that Freezing Trap is checking that Imp Gang boss straight away. Yeah,
it's something like Quick Shot on the Flame Imp and Hero Power Pass is actually a pretty good turn from Jab here.
Yep. I mean, there's so many good plays. I don't really mind any of these different ways that he can take this game.
Yeah, and then he has something like Animal Companion Hero Power as well next turn. You want to get in as much damage as you can in this matchup. You don't want to constantly be fighting for the board and then just get kind of leveraged out of the game by the Hero Power of the Warlock deck.
I mean, what does Neirea think this trap is now? Is there a chance that this is Explosive Trap?
You just have to believe it's Explosive Trap, but we've seen bluffs like this a lot on HPL so far here.
Yeah, this is like a really strange situation now for Neirea. I mean, how does he handle this going forward? You just saw your opponent put a 1-1 on the board.
Do you know how you handle this one? You just put a blindfold on and just push it at their face. That's what you do. You just attack here, and you're just like, whatever it is, we'll figure it out later.
This is tough. I mean, the mind games are real in this one.
Oh yeah, this is a really good mind game from Jab.
Literally was like, you know what? Here you go. Have a 1-1 imp. Do you want to launch it into the trap right now? And Neirea's thinking to himself, is it really Explosive Trap? Did I miss 3 points of damage maybe?
Yeah, but the thing is, if it is Explosive Trap, how do you play from here on out? Do you just not trigger it? Like, what do you do?
That's the pressure that these kinds of secrets put on players. They have to think through every single option and figure out which one's going to work best.
Yeah, we see Neirea maybe push with the Defender of Argus here, let this Flame Imp survive through this, I'm using quotations here, through this Explosive Trap, and no attack again.
These turns are looking like they're building pretty poorly for Jab, but if that is in fact Explosive Trap, I think he's more than happy with this board position.
Yeah, if it is in fact Explosive Trap, he actually still has some decent plays here. He can Unleash the Hounds, get a few damage in on some minions on Neirea's side, and make sure this Explosive Trap still gets a ton of value for him.
Yeah, he's got Unleash the Hounds in his hand too. I mean, at any point he draws a Knife Juggler, things could get really ugly for Neirea. So kind of a defensive game here from Jab, but how does he want to go forward? It looks to me like he's going to Hero Power, and he's going to kill command one of these minions.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind this play from Jab. He's just going to keep putting pressure on Neirea to figure out this trap and move forward. Neirea's not attacking him. It's not like he's taking a ton of damage, and he's dealing an extra 2 damage every turn of this Hero Power.
Yeah, Void Caller gets added to hand. This may be the turn.
This is such a strange game.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this may be the turn this trap gets triggered too. We're going to have to find out what it
You
is.
can't just sit here the whole time. I mean, Jab's hero power is going to kill you. And every time he does this, you get one less one of your own. And it is
Wow. I mean, I did not believe it was explosive trap. I really did not. I thought that Jab was just playing great mind games here.
Great from Jab for his spot here. He's going to take a ton of damage here, but it's going to clear up some stuff and start to clear his hand out. He has Unleash the Hounds. He has Hound Master. He gets another charge on his Eagle Horn bow here. Just pretty great turn here. Neirea might actually go for the extra damage here.
I actually like pushing the extra damage here as well. Does hit him a little bit more susceptible to something like Unleash the Hounds, but I think the extra damage is going to be worth it given the way his hand is constructed. I don't know if he has another adequate game plan other than to start pushing.
Yeah, I think he definitely has to start pushing as much as possible here.
It's going to really start to dictate his
Leok,
turn a little bit. Yep, summon a random Huffer.
Leok could have been unbelievable here.
Yeah, I honestly, just the Huffer's good here too. I mean, he's going to start pushing in a ton of damage here. He's going to clear out everything except for this Haunted Creeper, I would suspect, and then push for damage afterwards. You know, his bow takes out that, and now this Huffer's unchecked unless Neirea has something like Abusive Sergeant or Implosion or something like that.
Going forward, his hand is great from his Houndmaster, Kill Command, and don't forget about that King Crush.
Yeah, Void Walker, I think, actually pretty strong draw here as well, but this Houndmaster going to be doing some major work in terms of pushing damage here. And King Crush, I mean, it's liable to have King Crush end this game, and with the Ironbeak Owl picked up, he's going to be able to take out that Haunted Creeper Death Rattle as well. But so many things going in the way of Jab right now. I mean, you know, with your opponent sitting at 14, you have to feel comfortable, I think, pushing for damage.
Yeah, I think you're going to see him definitely push for damage here. I think you're going to see the Eagle Horn bow take care of the Voidwalker to keep as much health as possible on the Hound here, that he's going to give the buff from Houndmaster, and then, you know, probably see Ironbeak Owl on the Haunted Creeper here as well. He won't get to weave any hero power that way, but I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think he's fine with that. He's just got enough mana in his hand that he can keep his mana expenditure very high. And with the King Crush sitting there, that's the final 8 points of damage that you need to deal. I don't think he needs to hero
I actually
power
want to see him win with King Crush. It's one of my favorite animations in all of the game.
Just such, I mean, Neirea cannot be expecting King Crush right now.
Well, I mean, he's a smart player. He knows something's going on with this beast that's in Jab's hand. He hasn't played the beast from Web Spinner yet, so there's a possibility he thinks it's something gigantic.
Yeah, definitely so. And Jab taking his time to make sure he calculates everything that's going forward in this turn. Houndmaster's definitely coming down this turn. That's not in any question. But where does he
he's going to push for damage here.
Wow, he just wants the full amount here.
Yeah, he's going to get into 6 here. He does have a Kill Command in his hand, so he has a ton of damage next turn. He has a full 7 from Kill Command plus his hero power if he wants that next turn.
Notice he's set his opponent at 8 here as well. I mean, this is lined up with the King Crush now. All he has to do is live next turn and then have Neirea not play something like a Taunt or a Malagos.
Yeah, it's always nice to get your opponent to 8 and you have King Crush in your hand. Perfectly played game.
Power Overwhelming is going to have to take out some threats here because he needs to get this board under control very, very soon.
Now, where do you put it? Do you get rid of one of your imps or do you use it?
Okay, yeah, I think kind of regardless of how this goes, you're going to have to trade off 3 minions.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's almost irrelevant where he puts it. He just has to use it here to take care of as much stuff as he can. I think he's going to try to save it to kill Jab here.
That's another possibility. I don't know if he has that much time though. Yeah, he's going to just run over this Houndmaster, try to protect himself as much as he can, but he can't afford to life tap in this position either.
It looks like, oh, what a great draw from Jab here as well. He can Dr. Boom here if he wants and just save the King Crush to kill him next turn.
Yeah, with no cards in hand, you know, this could just be pointed at face and just with the hero power, he's going to threaten lethal next turn. So
yeah, this threatens lethal multiple ways, but Jab, if you get the chance, please just King Crush him. I just want to see it.
6 points of damage. I mean, outside of Defender of Argus, there's no way he's going to be able to do it. Dr. Boom, we can add some pressure to the board, but it's not going to be enough. Neirea, he's just going to life tap to take it out.
No, the King Crush.
Oh my gosh, ends up taking himself out. Says, you know what, Jab, you don't get to do it, but Jab is picking up now his 5th straight win in HPL, taking out a player who has won his first 4 matches in HPL. 2 Titans going to battle here, and Jab coming out the victor 3 games to 1.
Who'd you have winning this match again?
Neirea is the one I chose to win this match.
You chose poorly, I'm sorry. I got to say, Jab, 5 in a row, unbelievable stuff here. After starting 0-2, you're seeing such growth from a player here. He's changed it up and he's been queuing great in every match, you know, and just got another win added to his belt.
Yep, and on game 5, once again, goes to his signature deck to try to get things done, Hunter, and boy, what a beautiful game it was. If you guys want to see the recap from this match, you can head over to pvplive.net and see for yourself how every single one of these games was played, the strategies they chose, and how they used them. Full stats breakdowns and their competitive histories are available as well. So guys, when we come back, we're going to be getting an interview from Jab once again to get his insight into some of this strategy and how he tackled this match. Seems to be what happens every single time he plays a match here. Guys, don't go anywhere. We have one match after that as well. You're watching Hearthstone on PvP Live.